Hi everyone, it's your girl Dr. Monica, and today I am coming to you to talk about the GPS system versus the ultimate GPS system. So, when I moved here to Dallas, I made many U turns. I missed a lot of freeway exits that I should have gotten on. I missed because I was supposed to get off on this little spot versus the one that was right next to it. I missed because in Dallas they have these U areas that you can turn to go from one side of the service road on the freeway to the other without having to go to the red light and make a left turn. So I spent many, did I say many? Many moments and times extending my drive time because I did not understand how to use the GPS system. Well, I understood how to use it, but in the past couple of weeks, I've realized that there are arrows at the top of the GPS app that will tell you lanes that you need to be in, right? So should I be in the three that are going straight or should I be in the one farthest to the right because it's getting off the freeway? And I had to figure out how to pay attention to that. And then also over the Thanksgiving holiday, when my son was here, I mentioned to him, I said, I need to get one of those devices that you put in your window so that it can hold my phone up so I can kind of glance up at it from every once in a while to know, to be able to better see my GPS. So we went out and he was like, oh, I need one of those too. So we went out on our adventure that day and both got some of those devices to put in our window. That has made it a lot easier. But I will tell you, when I started noticing those arrows and realizing that they were giving me more direction, they were giving me more of a sense of where I needed to go, what lane I needed to be in, then I stopped having to make those U turns. I stopped extending my time that it took me to drive to get to anywhere because if you've ever been here in Dallas and ever driven, you know the traffic is different. It's busy, it's congested, and that was not paying attention or knowing how to really see that part really just started making my drives longer. Um, so I had to learn how to trust that GPS system. And I can imagine how many people watching this video, how many of you trust the GPS system, right? Because it typically does get us where we want to go, right? Now, my question for you is how much trust are you putting in the ultimate GPS system? So you may be asking, Dr. Monica, what's the ultimate GPS system? Well, that will be God's positioning system. How much trust are you putting in God's positioning system to understand and to embrace the direction in which He's taking you? Or how many times do you think, no, I kind of know which direction I want to go. So I need God to line up with my directions. I need God to line up with where I'm trying to get to. But that's really not the way it works. Anytime we try to get God to go in the direction that we want to go to, anytime we try to get God to fit into our plans, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. If it may work for you, it's going to work for a little while, but it's not going to work at the level that He wants to take you. You may feel like you got some success for a minute, but trust me, if you go in the direction that He's telling you to go, if you have that discernment, you've prayed about it, and He's telling you to go one direction when your mind is telling you to go another one, but your heart is telling you His direction to go, I encourage you to trust His direction. His positioning system is so much better than the apps we have in our phone. The direction He tells us to go, He tells us in His Word. For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you, plans to give you a future, a hope, and expected end. His plan is not to harm us. His plan is not to cause us anxieties. His plan is not to cause us turmoil. His plan is not to cause us struggles and troubles. How about that? So it doesn't say, his word doesn't say that we will not face trials, that we will not face temptations, that we will not face issues of life. We'll face those things, but he gives us wisdom, he gives us strength, he gives us everything that we need to overcome. And if we just stop and we trust his positioning system, if we trust the direction that he is taking us, if we trust how he has our life planned out and do the things that he is desiring for us to do, it may not be his desire for us to go off after that six-figure job that we're seeing right then. He may tell us to stay where we're at right now because he has a better plan. He has something more in store for us. And if we can trust that app, why is it that we don't trust the Father who can give us everything that we need? His word says he'll never leave us or forsake us. His word says that his children will have what they need. That's not saying that we're going to have everything we desire, everything we want. That's not possible. Some things he is going to say no on. And when he says no about it, we have to trust his no. His no is a complete sentence. And he has a way where he can tell us no and we can accept it. Or he can literally slam doors in our faces. Not literally, but not literally a door slam in your face, but he can put a stop to something that you're trying to get to demonstrate that's not what I told you to do. That's not where I told you to go. So my question for you is, which GPS system have you been putting more trust in? Are you focused on the GPS system of getting you where you want to get to? Or are you focused on the GPS system of the creator of you, the creator of your business, the one who gave you the ideas for the business, the one who gave you the creative mind to do the things that you do, personally and professionally? That's the GPS system we need to trust, because he's not going to steer us wrong. He never has, and he never will. So call to action for this week is to listen for his voice. In the busyness of our days, we need to still stop and listen for his voice, listen for his direction, listen to what he's telling us to do. Sometimes that means getting up from your desk, going for a walk outside or wherever you need to go to breathe and just to connect with him. So call to action. Listen for the discernment. Listen for the voice of the ultimate GPS system, the ultimate direction of where God is trying to send you. It's Dr. Monica, and I love you to life.